Hey guys, welcome to the BlackBrick Umhlanga Sales Gallery. Take a walk with me. So the first room in the gallery is all about giving the Durban community an understanding of the brand and where we've come from, what we've built to date, a little bit about our track record. So if you look at this first wallpaper over here, we've got our 5 buildings that we've developed or are developing to date. We've got Sandton 1, which was our first development in Fredman Drive. It was the old SAB head office that we converted into 208 apartment hotel type units, and that sold out really well. We were sold out in 35 days, and that was the first product of that nature. So the first apart hotel with workspaces at the bottom, restaurants, etc. So a mixed use approach. It was the first one like that, and the first conversion into apartment hotel in Sandton. So it was an important project that helped to regenerate the whole Sandton CBD, which at that stage in 2019 was very much on a decline. We've now seen, since we've started this stuff together with a whole bunch of other things in the Sandton node, we're starting to see a big uplift in that neighborhood, and that's very much a part of why we do what we do. We're very interested in converting old office buildings that are no longer of use for a commercial use, but have a better future use as an apartment hotel. We completed that in November 2020, in the middle of COVID, and very soon after we launched our first building in Cape Town CBD, which is BlackBrick Foreshore, 101 units that we did over there, and very soon after that we launched another one in Sandton, again on Fredman Drive, but across the road from our first Sandton one. We did 292 apartments there, and so in Sandton, which has kind of become like our flagship, we have 500 apartments across both sides of Fredman Drive, and we operate half of those apartments within our hotel. The other half have been sold to residential investors, but most of the people that buy from us, almost all of them, 95% of them, are buying for investments as opposed to buying to live there. In this Umhlanga building, all of the units are going to be managed on our short stay hotel platform. So none of it will be for long-term residential. So we did Sandton 2, and then shortly after that, we did Bedford View, 253 apartments on the east side of Johannesburg. We partnered with Growthpoint, Africa's biggest property fund, on that development. They owned the building. They came to us to provide them with a solution, and we built BlackBrick Bedford with them there and opened that in March 2024. And that's going very well. We're becoming an important option for business travelers on the east side of Joburg, really well positioned, halfway between the airport and Sandton. Going to our 5th development, which is BlackBrick Gardens. This was a very important development for us because this was the introduction of what we call our global edition. So from buildings number 5, building number 6, which is Umhlanga, and onwards, we have formed a design partnership with an architectural firm called System Architecture. We have invented a new type of design for a hotel with them that we're super excited to be bringing to the market at BlackBrick Gardens, and the same typology will be used inside BlackBrick Umhlanga. BlackBrick Gardens is a 93 apartment development, and it'll be completed towards the middle of 2025. What you'll find is that all of our locations form part of some kind of public-private partnership-led neighborhood, so that we are investing into, and our buyers are investing into, what we call pockets of excellence. So Sandton CBD, the Cape Town CBD, Gardens is becoming a CID, And Umhlanga is run within a urban improvements precinct UIP structure that is actually widely considered as the best managed UIP or CID in the country under Brian Wright's leadership. So we have a lot of respect for the way that Umhlanga is managed, and we believe that it provides a very good, secure platform for people to invest into BlackBrick Umhlanga. This over here is our brand positioning statement, which gives you our reason for being and our unique difference in the market. What makes us different to every other hotel brand out there is that we are an African hotel brand defined by original art, architecture and design with a global vision to create a platform for our members to accelerate their lives as they move freely between cities. Our real vision is to have a global network of apartment hotels which enable affordable multi-city living and moving between cities. Our journey over here explains where we started in Sandton, expanding into Cape Town quite shortly after, and now in our third city in South Africa, in Durban. So we're now a national brand after 5 years, so we're going well, but again, the big vision is to expand the global network. Over here is a little bit about the founders, the BlackBrick founders' stories. I grew up in Durban. I went to school here, and I actually lived in Umhlanga for the first 15 years of my life. I stayed in lots of different apartment buildings along Marine Drive with my mother and my brother. And unbelievably, my mother, who was a fashion designer at the time, had her design studio in this very building. Amazing to have come full circle and to have done a deal on this building that will actually become a 10-story structure in time. So we like to think of it as the reincarnation of BlackBrick Umhlanga, because we won't be using this existing structure, but we'll be using the existing site. Here's all of our floor plans. We have 81 units. 10 of them are 2 bedrooms and 71 of them are 1 bedrooms. There's really 2 distinct unit types. There are the forest-facing units at the back of the building. There's only 5 of those, and we expect those to go very quickly. Those are the cheapest units. And then we have 76 out of the 81 units that have sea-facing views. We are currently standing on the 2nd level of the building. So this is the lowest level in the building that has sea views, which means that the sea views only keep getting better from this level up. 2 key floors in the building to think about. One is the rooftop, where we have our sunset-facing bar, as well as a small dipping pool that the bar is centered around. On the 1st floor of the building is most of our shared spaces. So you've got the restaurant space, which is integrated into the reception area. That's something that we do at all BlackBrick buildings. We blur the lines between food and beverage and the reception, so that as you walk into the building, there's a hive of activity. The restaurant then follows through into the natural swimming pool, as well as an outdoor gym, a meeting rooms, workspaces, a boxing gym, and a wellness room where you can get a massage. So everything really happens on the 1st floor. See that as the anchor to the whole experience of coming to stay at BlackBrick. The starting prices of the 1-bedroom units are from 1.495 million, and for the 2-bedroom units are from 3.195 million. That includes all of your furnishings, so there's nothing else you have to pay. It also includes transfer costs, and the first 30 buyers get 50,000 Rand off. So that is going to be reserved for our VIP network who are able to buy before the launch. There are very few opportunities for other developers to compete with us in this neighborhood, and we believe that over time that will drive price growth at this development. This is a cross-section of a 1-bedroom apartment. Again, over here you can see one of our colors coming through. This is the earth tone, and You can see that it comes through into the joinery, as well as into some of the furniture pieces like the headboard. The big feature of the pool is that it's surrounded by a lot of tropical planting, so that it feels like you're actually almost at like an African bush lodge. And we think that that's very interesting because there's a lot of people that will stay at this building that are on their way to the bush. Umhlanga is very much a gateway for international tourists on their way to the bush, and so we want to cement our position as a real option for that type of guest. So the location is the best we've ever had within the BlackBrick network. We are very confident about that, and we believe that this is going to sell far quicker than any development that we've developed on the network to date.